Welcome to another episode of the Crimson Mask podcast from Middle of Nowhere Entertainment.
I am Izzy, and you can find me on Twitter if you want. It hasn't gone off to say that I got any friend requests or whatever it's called, but you can find me at Cynical Sandman, or you could just find me on Facebook. Probably the best place to find me.
Yeah. And I am the Shane Show baby. Boom. And you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, and just find me at Shane Show Baby. And like I always say, it's Baybe. And if you're a female wrestler stealing that name, I'll find you. I will find you. But yes, you can follow me on all that. I try to be entertaining. Welcome to the shit show.
And I'm Austin, aka OdinsBeard43. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter and Twitch at OdinsBeard43. Alrighty. So this week we got something special to end the show with, but first off, we are gonna give our thoughts on the Hell in a Cell finish and that entire match, I guess, with Rollins and The Fiend. Would you one of you guys want to go first, or?
Well, the whole match is what? You know, I've said it before and I've said it again with Seth Rollins. I think no matter who you're with in the ring, I mean, I'm not a wrestler, but it always depends on your dance partner. And Bray Wyatt and Seth Rollins are not good dance partners together. Seth Rollins' acting was good during The Fiend made an invasion or whatever during the Raws, but they did not have good chemistry together in that Hell in a Cell match. And, you know, I don't understand it with the weapons. Like, if it was actually, they did call a no DQ, DQ, or was it a no contest? Either way, wouldn't you think that the weapons would have disqualified them at the beginning?
And I'm still trying to get over the red light. Like, how hard could you see in that arena? It's a red cage with a red light. I could barely see it on TV. I'm like,
no, I know you don't like the guy. I think it was Meltzer or it was Brian Alvarez tweeted it out during the match asking how hard it was for people at the arena to see the match. And people were posting pictures. You could see little blurs of Bray and Seth. Like, you could barely see anything with the red light inside the red cell. It's
ridiculous.
Like, I think it was an okay idea, but they should have probably tested that beforehand and made sure everybody could see it. I don't think they cared about the people in the arena at that point. That seemed it was more for us.
I understand that they're trying to say that the ref maybe stopped Seth because that was inhuman what he was doing. I mean, even the ref called him Colby during the match. But still, you have Bray Wyatt come out with his own, takes out his own sledgehammer, that goofy-looking sledgehammer that looks like from a fucking Rob Zombie movie, and, you know, had the Fiend hit him and the ref, and then the match has to stop that way. Don't do it that way. Like, that made everything look stupid, the way they finished everything.
I mean, I like the concept where Seth snapped and brought the sledgehammer down, but they shouldn't have ended the match. They should have at least pinned him, because then Wyatt could be like, well, you know, you took all this for you to beat me.
Exactly.
Which sets up a rematch of just a regular match and have Bray win. But
I still feel like they should have just had Bray get up from the wreckage afterwards, grab him with the mandible claw like he did, and end the match that way with Bray champ. Like, all this lead up kind of gave us nothing at the end.
Yeah. It's supposed to build a story. Okay, then what story? Because neither of them showed up on Raw.
Well, that's Damage Control.
Bray not showing up had to do more with him actually getting a concussion, apparently.
And Seth not showing up is, if this guy shows up, he's getting booed worse than Roman Reigns.
But I mean, why couldn't Bray just do a funhouse if he had a concussion? Do something. If this was truly to build a story, then build a damn story.
Yeah.
Don't give us nothing the next night.
What do you have him say though? You crushed my head in. I'm gonna get you.
Well,
what do you?
Just
he did get him, and he caused Seth to bleed from the mouth. And
yeah, where did that come from? Like, I was like,
my guess is a blood capsule.
I know, but I'm saying, like, where was this supposed to like stem from? Like, he's mandible clawed a lot of people, and you don't.
He did it harder. He's more vicious now, apparently, or something.
Tore his tongue out.
Like, that's literally all I can think of offhand. Like, I don't know. I feel like all the lead up and everything, like you said, either should have been there should have been a finish.
It was a very big letdown. I mean we're just basically echoing the voice of everybody else who watched it, but yeah, it was a very big letdown.
I think there would have been people pissed off that Bray would have lost, but at least he would have lost cleanly if it was a pin.
And like Izzy said, he had to do all this stuff to actually get the pin.
Yeah.
Or he could have just buried him with more stuff and laid on top of that and gotten the pin just because Bray couldn't move or something. Tie him down or some shit.
Or even if they would have played it off where it was like, okay, he really hurt him, throw up the fake X. That's how you end the match. And people at home be like, oh shit, did he really hurt him? And then that's that.
Yeah, because now you hurt two things. You hurt Seth Rollins because now he's going to get booed. At least for the time being, he's going to get booed. And then you watered down Bray. You just took out two of the main people. Yeah. Like, unless you turn Seth Rollins heel, because he's going to say, you know what, I went this far, I might as well keep going.
Yeah.
Because this draft could change everything.
I mean, I'll say the Becky Sasha match was a hell of a lot better.
That was the best. That was the best match
of the night.
Maybe even on Raw.
Well, I mean, 'cause honestly, it told that story, and we always say, that match tells the story, but it told that story that these two people hate each other. That's what the Bray and Seth Rollins fight should have been. Two people who hate each other, but it was Bray taunting them and coming back from everything, and then Seth just going Jack Nicholson on him and crushing his head in.
I was absolutely loving, like, that first curb stomp. At first, you're just like, no way, and then Bray just gets up, and I'm like, I love that. That's the part I loved about. That's like the one part I loved about the match.
Yeah, but you had to curb stomp him 15 times. I was like, all right, we get it.
Yeah.
And that really weak pedigree.
That was oh my God, don't even get me started. Obviously, Austin knows the pedigree is my favorite finisher. Yeah, people can laugh at me all they want, but pedigree is something I used to do in my backyard wrestling when I wrestled my friends and family.
Not to go off on a tangent, but when Triple H first did the pedigree, like early on in his career, where it was like head down, that was awesome.
That was.
And then I think he gave somebody a concussion or hurt their neck or something, so he had to like do it where they're flat.
Neck, didn't he?
But Seth Rollins.
I don't remember.
Seth Rollins is terrible. He is the one that uses that finisher the worst of anyone that uses anybody's finishers. And then he uses the sledgehammer. Like, what the hell? I wonder if they're setting up Seth Rollins versus Triple H at Mania.
Again?
Yeah. Because it's kind of weird how they did the pedigree and a sledgehammer, right?
Maybe it is a heel turn for Seth. He goes back to the Authority.
There really isn't an Authority, though, now, is there? Maybe he starts his own.
Maybe Triple H comes back. I don't know. It was a letdown, and that's pretty much all that we're gonna echo everybody's thoughts, and the fact that Vince started laughing at first when people were booing, and then realized, oh fuck, I actually made a mistake.
I heard that he realized he messed up.
Yeah.
That's what I read.
Well, anyway, let's move on.
I'm sure he slept fine at night knowing that he's a billionaire.
Yeah.
On a pile of money.
Yeah.
All right, Shane. Do you want to talk some Zawa Live?
Yes, Zawa Live is coming to us this Saturday at Rock Falls at the academy that they train at to do a little tournament of the ones that graduated from Zawa, the wrestlers that graduated from Zawa. Yeah, it's going to be a small event that determine who is, I guess, the king of Zawa graduates.
Yeah. And I have the bracket pulled up. We are getting Chiron versus Dakota, Austin Silas versus Herrick, and then Bailey Bright faces the winner of Chiron and Dakota, and Connor Hopkins faces the winner of Austin Silas and Herrick. So we're going to have 7 matches that night, and that should be pretty cool.
It'll be excellent, I bet.
But
very proud of all of them boys.
Oh, hell yeah. Who do you got?
I am going with the wild child, Connor Hopkins. I think he's good. He's, like I said in the last podcast, I expect a lot of things from Connor Hopkins, and I hope they cling on to that lightning.
I hope so, and he's been killing it the last few shows and everything. And he is Mr. Zawa, so it does continue that. Like you have mentioned off air. Izzy, I know you know most of these guys now, at least have seen them wrestle once. Who do you got?
I'll go with Bailey.
It's true. Just because?
Just because, I don't know. I think winning the tag belts and I think they're going to give him a little bit of a push.
I'm going to take the obvious one, and then I'm going to go with Chiron. He's been winning a lot. I know what was his last loss? Wolf against Evolve Superstars, Stephen Wolf. I think that was his last loss. And I don't know. No matter what, we're gonna get some great matches. Whether it's Chiron or Dakota. If Dakota beats Chiron and we get Dakota versus Bailey, that'd be pretty sweet. I think Herrick will be Austin Silas, which that's a submit you matchup right there, and I want to see Herrick versus Connor Hopkins.
That'd be an excellent match.
I want to see that match because the in-ring performance and the actual wrestling, the technical skill between those two is like par none. They're fantastic. That's what
I really want to see Connor Hopkins versus Bailey Bright in an Iron Man match.
Oh, they're both gonna kill you for saying that. 60-minute Iron Man. Bailey.
It don't have to be 60. It can be 30.
Nope, it's 60. Bailey, make it happen.
Now they're gonna kill Austin. I'm gonna be doing the show on my own.
But I know Shane and I will be there. It's $8 for reserve seating, $5 for general admission. Doors open at 5:30. If you want to go, and if you guys don't know how to get there or anything, go follow Zawa Live on Facebook. They post everything, and they have the address and everything like that for the Zawa Dojo. But yeah, and after that, we have Bulls on Parade on November 2nd. So when that gets closer, we'll talk about that a little bit more in depth.
Yes, it's gonna be a good. That one's going to be a good show too.
Yeah, yes.
Well, yeah, because I'm gonna be there.
Oh,
Of course, it's gonna be good.
Get out of here.
Izzy, you want to talk Raw?
Going in Raw, baby.
That's what it felt like. Um,
No, it feels better than that. Let's be
So-
honest.
there was really not too much that happened. Braun and that one dude, I don't even know his name.
Tyson Fury.
Yeah, him. They got into it. Yeah.
That's about it. Viking Raiders might get a title shot.
No, they do have a title shot.
They do.
They have one next week on Raw, which was probably going to be the only thing worth watching because it's Viking
There's
Raiders
draft.
and Rudolph.
It's the draft
Oh, yeah.
next Monday too.
But I mean, you know.
That I just want to say something about the Braun and Tyson Fury thing, and it's what I texted you guys the other day. During that, especially with Braun getting that big KO punch on AJ, I texted these guys. I'm like, I feel like I've seen the same story with a big guy getting a KO punch finisher going against a boxer, but at least back then I knew who the fuck the boxer was.
Yeah, I have no clue. They're like, oh, heavyweight champion. Okay.
According to commentators, this has never happened.
Never? Yeah, let's forget Floyd Money Mayweather.
I try to.
Nose.
See,
He broke Big Show's nose.
I love the Raw commentary team right now. I do.
With the exception of King, yes.
I love Kane on there.
King is terrible.
No, JR is terrible.
Yes. They both need to just go away.
Yes. JR is watering down. I'm sorry to say it. People can hate me for it. JR is watering down AEW's commentary. It needs to be Tony and Excalibur.
He doesn't have that excitement he had back in the day. It sounds like he's just phoning it in. But he brings some sort. Honestly, I wish they would have just gotten Mike Tenay.
But the problem I have with JR is that he just kind of he screws up more than he used to. It seems like
He doesn't know the company.
Yeah.
He doesn't know the wrestlers. He doesn't have.
Even when he got brought back for those couple matches for Raw, when he'd come out and do a special guest announcer thing.
Yeah, he was just
up then, and I'm just like, God, JR, I love you, bro, but it's time to hang up the headset.
Yeah.
Time to put the hat up.
No,
but I mean, he doesn't have emotional connection to any of them, like he did with Stone Cold, Triple H, Undertaker. He doesn't know.
He was the voice of the Attitude Era.
Yes,
pretty much.
I think he should take a backstage role because he knows the production part. He knows the talent part. Like he knows how to find talent.
He needs to be a recruiter
and shit like that. Like I just feel like being on live TV isn't what he's meant for anymore.
Whatever happened to just a two-man commentary team? Why can't that happen anymore?
They're doing it on SmackDown.
Shit, you'd think there's plenty of guys out there that are great at speaking and know the wrestling moves, know the wrestlers. That's why they brought in Excalibur, because he knows these guys.
In all honesty, I mean, that's something they should have offered Punk, even if he wouldn't have taken it. But AEW should have been like, do you want a commentary spot? You don't have to wrestle. You don't have to go through all that.
I don't know.
I think he was good on commentary.
I think we'll probably have JR for about a year. King will probably be until the end of the year. And then they'll both step down from their commentary positions. Because King already said he's not having fun. Commentary isn't fun to him. He came out in an interview and said that earlier this week. Like, it's not fun for any of us either.
I think it's because he's with a couple people that he doesn't know. They're just like, here you go, train these guys.
And they're dull. I hate saying that, but they're PG, PC.
They're Michael Cole.
Yep.
I love Vic. I really like Vic. Dio, I feel like he's lacking confidence right now. But I'm just tired of listening to JR try to make bad jokes and shit.
You mean Waller?
Yeah, that's what I meant. King.
How the hell did we get on this subject? we just like took a left turn. Like
He
wait a
said
minute.
he liked the commentary team on Raw.
I do.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
I just wish they had more passion.
Pizzazz.
Passion, yeah. Razzle dazzle, baby.
All right. Well, we brought up JR. He did have a little bit to talk about this week with AEW Dynamite. The Inner Circle. The name was revealed for Jericho, his new stable with Sammy Guevara, Jake Hagar, and Ortiz and Santana LAX. I don't know if they're going to be called LAX or just Ortiz and Santana or what, but that was announced that they got that. Both Pro Wrestling Tees and AEW Shop, the websites crashed. People flooding to order the Inner Circle shirts, which I thought was pretty sweet. Also on AEW, Darby Allin defeated Jimmy Havoc for a title shot against Jericho this upcoming week. My guess is it doesn't end clean. I loved the match. These are probably, well, everyone knows I'm a huge Jimmy Havoc fanboy.
Really?
Yeah, I know. But I understand it. To me, no matter what, this match against Jericho was going to be, here are two guys you would make like mainstream in the United States probably haven't heard of. We're gonna put them against Jericho and try to get people to hear about them.
Neither of them, Jericho's going to win. Neither of them are ready for a title
No,
shot.
no. Well, no. The title shot is what I'm saying is the title shot is legitimately just for here. These are the guys that we want you guys to know against somebody that you've known for 20 plus years in Jericho.
It's kind of a rub, is what it is.
Darby is over as fuck with the AEW crowd though, and you could like everyone was cheering for Jimmy at the beginning, like during his entrance, and then Darby came out. The pop was even bigger, and then people started to boo Jimmy Havoc during the match and shit. And I'm like, okay, I could see Jimmy going heel and or whatever, but the crowd absolutely loves Darby. So I kind of had a feeling about halfway through the match that Darby would win. It was a good match. And then the other big note for well, actually I had two. Mox beat Sean Spears. Pac hit Kenny Omega in the back of the head with a chair. That chair shot was brutal. But
hey, they followed the storyline I mentioned.
Yeah.
I expect my royalty checks, AEW.
Pac was out there with the commentary team complaining that he is 2-0 and hasn't lost in AEW and hasn't gotten a title shot. The thing I don't understand is why he wasn't out there for Jimmy Havoc versus Darby Allin then. But then he hit Kenny Omega in the back of the head after Omega confronted Mox with a barbed wire wrapped baseball bat and a barbed wire wrapped broom, which people that don't follow New Japan, Kenny's old nickname was Kenny the Cleaner, and he would come out with a broom.
But still, Kenny Omega is a gamer. Really, what weapon are you going to choose in the end? Come on, Kenny.
I don't know, that broom.
That broom, dude, he's done the broom before, and he can play it off, and then the wrapping it with the barbed wire was badass. I was okay with it, but I think I texted you guys. I love how they went with the storyline of how Mox is just like, after Kenny got knocked out with the chair, Mox is just like, well, what the fuck? Like, I don't want to beat him. He's already down. So he just tossed the bat and walked away. Like, I don't need any help. I want to take him one-on-one. Mox wants that fight. So I feel like they're pushing that storyline really well towards Full Gear. So that's going to be a pretty fun pay-per-view to watch. And next week, Rio will face Britt Baker for the women's title. That should be a really good match. They tag teamed and won against Sakura and Bea Priestley more than likely, Bea Priestley is gonna make her presence known during this match again.
I'd be fine with that.
I don't think Bea and Britt are done yet.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yeah.
She's a damn good wrestler. I just like her. She's just really good.
Uh-huh.
No, really, she's really good.
At the same time that was going on, obviously NXT was on USA. There was a lot of really, really good matches. Swerve versus Roddy Strong, which Roddy won. Walter beating Kushida. But the pretty much big newsworthy thing was Cruiserweight Championship title changed hands finally. Drew Gulak finally gave up his grip on the title, and Leo Rush is now the Cruiserweight Champion. I feel like that has a lot to do with Triple H.
Talk about redemption.
Yeah, and he deserves it, everything that he's gone through and everything, because a lot of that was mental health reasoning. So,
can you imagine, though, if, and this is kind of off topic, but not really, can you imagine, though, if Triple H was actually full control of WWE? The connections that he would repair and rebuild, and the new connections that he would build. Like, WWE would be main fucking stream with Triple H. In a good way with mental health, cancer, every special needs, everything. This guy in wrestlers, like this Triple H, Vince, put Triple H in charge. For real. Like,
yeah.
But how much before everybody shits on him?
Triple H? I think Triple H is...
How long has NXT been going without getting shit on?
I'm telling you, there's those people.
Well, yeah,
no matter what,
gotta be those people, but it's still a million times better than what we have right now with Vince in charge.
Yeah.
You look at NXT and imagine, okay, this is how people get used properly. And then you look at Raw and SmackDown and be like, well, they fucked this guy.
The difference with Vince and Triple H, Vince looks for the money. Triple H looks at the money, but also looks at the passion. And the
skill.
And the skill and the business.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing all around.
Yes. But anyways, back to it.
That's all I had for NXT, the title change.
I do want to mention, back to AEW, the Inner Circle faction, perfect fucking faction.
Except?
No female.
Who would you put in there, Ian?
Yeah.
Tessa Blanchard when she signs.
Like we all just stopped and thought about it for a second.
I know.
Like...
Tessa. She'd be perfect with Jericho.
Britt?
No.
She's too goody.
No. Hear me out, though. Rio is Omega's girl. Omega is part of the Elite, the AEW executive vice presidents, EVPs, and everything.
So guilty by association.
Yeah, she could be like, well, I want that belt. I don't think it will be Britt. Out of people on the roster right now, Bea Priestley or even Awesome Kong.
I truly think that it should be, on fantasy booking, Tessa Blanchard or Jessica Havoc.
Oh, God. Oh. No, not Jessica. Because when Jessica signs, they got to make a dark faction like the Ministry with Jimmy and Darby and her. And then I'm going to just cream my pants everywhere.
You cream your pants no matter what.
Yeah, you don't want to see what would have happened Wednesday if Jimmy Havoc beat.
What are they going to call it? Welcome to the Black. What are they going to call it? Welcome to the Black Parade?
They could. Suffer.
Chaos Realm.
Oh boy.
Anyways.
Shane, what do you got for SmackDown this week?
Well, the SmackDown premiere, which did phenomenal in the premiere for ratings and everything else. The Rock showed up. I'll mention that King Corbin did a phenomenal job holding his own with The Rock and Becky. Let's just say that Becky was the worst one on the mic on that night.
Are you
I
kidding me?
mean, her testicles comment was pretty fucking great.
That one comment, but to me, I'm not a Becky fan. I cannot.
But to me,
I don't know if it's because I got cerebral palsy in my left ear or what, but I cannot understand anything she says. I literally have to have subtitles.
To me, Corbin was killed. And I'll give you a comparison. Do you remember, it was Stone Cold, right? With Lance Storm calling him boring. And then everyone would just shout boring whenever Lance Storm was on.
He started talking like.
Corbin is now the new Lance Storm with that angle because every time he's out there, they're gonna either gonna yell Burger King or they're gonna yell STD.
He's not done yet because him and Randy Orton, what they were doing to Rusev was good stuff.
Rusev?
Yes, Rusev. What they were laughing at him and being the bullies,
And then he got his ass whooped.
But Baron Corbin is going places.
I hope you're wrong because I'm in the middle of you two. I'm not in love with Baron. I don't hate Baron. But I feel like that is one of those things that completely kill the push is people chanting STD because of The Rock.
I don't think so. It made Hurricane Helms.
I don't think he should have gotten a push.
But Lance got killed by it, and other people have been killed by less.
The thing is, though, Lance Storm had more charisma than what Baron Corbin does. So
He had better in-ring skill, but Lance Storm had better in-ring skill than a majority of the roster.
Yeah, Jimmy Havoc. Anyways, wow.
Jimmy's not that type of wrestler.
Jimmy's not even.
I will point out.
Jimmy's a wrestler?
I will.
He's just a spot monkey.
Wow.
I will point out that both Jimmy Havoc and Darby Allin show some really good wrestling skills.
I haven't seen any.
And you weren't watching the match.
Darby Allin, good. Jimmy Havoc, he's a deathmatch guy. I'm not a deathmatch person. He doesn't do wrestling to me.
I'm just gonna sit back and watch it.
Matches of Jimmy Havoc, then. I know when you're with me, I like death matches, and that's why we watch Jimmy Havoc death matches, but he's had some extremely good actual matches. What else with SmackDown do you got?
The press conference tomorrow, which is kind of neat. I'm actually kind of interested in it because it's before SmackDown, and it's going to be Kane, Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman, and Fury.
Kane Velasquez.
Huh?
Not the mayor of Knox County, Kane.
Not Kane,
Oh, wow.
Kane Velasquez. I just wanted to. I wanted to make sure.
If you're not up to date with wrestling, you probably shouldn't be listening to our podcast.
You're listening to try to catch up.
Yeah, and we need the people to listen anyway. So
Yeah, keep listening. Don't listen to Shane.
yeah, don't listen to him at all. He's a Baron Corbin fan. You shouldn't be listening to a Baron Corbin fan.
Only from a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Hey, all right, that's it. All right. Anyways, go on with the press conference.
Man, I'm really shooting today.
Blanks as usual, but
well, yeah, but thank God. But yeah, the press conference. It should be. It's going to be a sports feel. I like it. I like how they're doing the Fox intro, like football with WWE SmackDown. I like it. I like it a lot.
Fox is going all out.
I'm just gonna bring this up. Xavier Woods retweeted a video, and I don't know if either of you saw it. Someone put the All That theme song on top of that animation, the Fox intro, and it works perfectly, and it's fucking hilarious. I was cry laughing watching it. I had like tears. I couldn't fucking stand it, dude. It was fantastic.
But other than that, SmackDown tomorrow, it brings you the first night of the draft. Here's your sign. Here's your gig right now. Austin, there you go.
Hey. So, Shane had the brilliant idea earlier, and
Wait,
it was
time out. When
I said
don't I have a brilliant idea?
Well, you are a Giants fan.
I'm gonna leave my comment for after we are done recording.
Yeah.
I think I know where that
One
card's going.
time. That was one time.
In
Oh.
band
For
camp.
money. Just kidding.
But,
$20, man.
so Shane had an idea earlier, and he put it in our group message. He asked, "Why don't we do a draft tonight for the podcast?" And we were like, "Okay." So we're gonna draft 10 people. We are gonna do at minimum 10 people each, a minimum of 1 female wrestler and 1 tag team, minimum. So you can draft more than that. And we are going to give reasonings behind. And we are acting like there is 3 shows since there are 3 of us. So
none of us know.
There will be a minimum of 33 people drafted since there's minimum 2 tag team per people or per person. So we think we have this down. And right before we started recording, I drew names out of my hat. And the draft order is the Shane Show, baby.
What's our time limit?
Izzy, Agalia, and then me. Dude, just
pick.
it's not like a super hard thing. Just fucking pick people.
I don't know. Now there may be a strategy to the way I
But
draft.
be fucking serious. You said you want it. I can go back and read the text. Yeah, let's have some fun with this episode.
And I am.
Well, hold on. I got to check my people. How much time do we got per pick?
Beating you guys is fun.
You have,
my first
you have
pick.
10 seconds. You have 10 seconds, Izzy.
All right.
No, that's bullshit. My first pick will be the Fiend, Bray Wyatt.
Shocker. Izzy, I have one question. Izzy, was that who you would have picked first?
Yes, actually, it was going to be.
So that's 3 for 3. All 3 of us would have taken the Fiend first overall.
So I guess.
Shane, do you want to wait? Shane, do you want to elaborate why? I mean, this is kind of obvious.
Best for business right now. Everybody wants him.
He's the most over person. All right, Izzy.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
My first pick would actually be Daniel Bryan.
Ooh.
Because I think he still has enough left in him that you can build a show around him and make him kind of a tweener, just depending on who else I draft.
I can understand that. My first pick is the phenomenal AJ Styles. I think he is great as either a heel or a face. Obviously, he's done both extremely well now, and I just feel like you can build around him. SmackDown is proof of that. He has great matches. That's pretty much all you really need to know about him. All right, Shane, pick number 2.
My second pick will be Brock Lesnar. Why? Because he's just that damn good.
Because he's money.
For my second pick, I'm going with Cesaro.
Wow.
I think you have, to steal the term again, you have money just sitting there. Pure talent, just all-around athletic. I think you could do a lot with Cesaro. He could, again, go face or heel, much like AJ. But either way, you're going to get a reaction from the crowd. And I think maybe just the first 2 alone, having a Daniel Bryan-Cesaro feud, would just be a good match.
I can see that. You're going like the pure technical skill route right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my second pick is going to be Kevin Owens. One of the best I've seen on the mic. Can do some insane shit. Is willing to do anything. Really. All the shit we've seen him do in crazy matches or stupid gimmicks or anything like that. I have to go with Kevin Owens. He's a great wrestler. He's over as a face. He was over as a heel. Everyone hated him. You can do whatever with him. I really love watching Kevin Owens perform. So,
He's grown on me.
Shane, round 3.
My next pick will be the Viper, Randy Orton. Why? Because money.
I would have picked him too. I was hoping he'd slip a little bit.
Hell no, I got the whole roster on my phone.
Damn it.
And actually, I made a whole list too. I prepared today. That's why I got the idea. I'm like, get names down.
And I took a nap.
So I never sleep.
Izzy. 5, 4. No, I'm kidding.
I'm torn.
We'll flip a coin.
You know what? I'm just going to do it. So for my third pick, I'm going female. And I'm going to go Charlotte. I was thinking Becky. It was a toss between Becky and Charlotte. But I think there's a lot more charisma coming out. Well, not charisma. A lot more heelish with Charlotte. Her being a face, I don't like it. I think, much like her old man, being a heel is a lot better. And I think there's a lot more you could do with Charlotte as a heel. So that's why I'm going that right now.
Okay. With my third pick, I am going to take Drew McIntyre.
Well, erase that one.
Was that going to be the other one you were thinking about?
He was next on my list.
Was it him or Charlotte?
No,
Okay.
it was Charlotte or Becky, and then the next one I had written down was it actually said Drew McIntyre ?
Yeah. Obviously, and people that saw his run in NXT, he's the real deal. He can get over either way. He's a giant monster. I don't know what the fuck they're doing with him on the main roster anymore. But I absolutely think he's a great, great wrestler. So I'm taking McIntyre.
Okay. For my next pick. This might be a little shocker. I'm going out with Mustafa Ali.
Shocker. I like how he isn't picking he isn't taking King Corbin yet because he knows we won't.
Right?
Hey.
And
And this is where Izzy takes him just to fuck you over.
King of the
Hell
Ring.
no.
That King of the Ring tournament when he won, I would have got points, eh?
Hey, you know what? That's like in all the years I played fantasy football, never have I drafted a New York Giant. Never.
Is that why you're losing?
How many years have you won?
One year. For my fourth pick, I'm taking Aleister Black.
Fuck.
Yeah, Aleister Black, you could fit anywhere, and you're going to have a good match.
Yeah.
And I would love to see Aleister Black and Daniel Bryan fight. So up here, that match is happening.
Hands in the screen right now. I want to see where everything else is going on. I want to make sure nothing else is happening there, Izzy, when you're thinking of that.
Nope.
I have 3 people on my mind that I really want to take.
Austin, who was your number 3? Kevin Owens and then
McIntyre.
That's right.
Number 4, I am actually going to take Buddy Murphy.
Ooh.
He's great. That's all you need to know. That's really all you need to know about Buddy. Shade Show.
My next pick is going to be Andre.
Andrade.
Yep.
Too bad his girlfriend's on my show. Ha ha.
Shit.
I was literally going back and forth between Andrade and Buddy. All right, Izzy, let's hear it.
Number 5. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and take the Viking Raiders as a tag team because
You're a dick.
they're big, they're young,
Because you're a dick.
and they can fight.
Because you're a dick.
I mean, whatever.
Real quick, because we didn't clarify earlier, can we take injured people?
Yes.
Okay. With my pick, at number 5, I'm actually going to take my female, and she is injured. I'm going to take Ruby Riott
Oh,
because everyone forgot about her.
No, I did not because my next pick was the Riot Squad.
Oh, you were going to take the full squad?
Yep.
I didn't know if that would count or not.
Business, baby.
I
Bigger
wasn't
the better.
but wait a minute though. Is that a?
It's a
They're
tag.
not really a tag team.
That's like taking the New Day. There's
Yeah.
3 of them.
It's a tag team. They're all Freebird rules. Tag team.
Well, if that's the case,
Well, now we know who's taking the New Day next.
Izzy, who was your 5th pick?
my 5th was the Viking Raiders.
So, in case you're wondering, we are all 3 writing these down, at least our own. Shane and I think, are writing all 3 of ours down. I just like having this, and I'm a huge draft person anyway.
I'm
All
telling
right.
you, next year for our football draft, we all ought to get together at like B-Dubs or something and just have a big draft.
Oh, yeah, and by the way, if this draft happens with our extra bonus points too, if they get some reason free agents and they go to NXT, that still counts.
Well, yeah, because
I'm okay with that.
So with that one, I'm picking the Green Mist Sprayer.
Asuka?
Yep.
And here I thought your female would be Maria Kanellis.
She's not a wrestler.
Yes, she is.
I was just about to reinstate her.
She's won the 24/7 championship.
Yeah, but it's all business, baby. She can be eye candy, but it's all business, baby. It's all
You're
about
gonna be-
points.
She's got great business mind. She
It's
could
all
keep
about
getting,
points.
she could keep getting you points if she keeps winning that title belt. Izzy, who do you got in your 6?
Edge. No, I'm kidding.
God, I hope not.
You know,
I will come over there and slap you.
There's no reason for him to wrestle anymore.
Eh.
I'm gonna pass on the New Day right now,
Yes.
and I'm gonna take Rusev.
Wow.
Rusev's a bull. Rusev is a
Does that mean you take Bobby Lashley and Lana too?
They're the baggage that come with it.
Oh, fuck that shit. Oh. I'm going to take somebody that I'm surprised he's dropped this far, and I think this goes to show how terribly they booked him after his big push, and I'm taking Braun. He was the most over person in the company when he was having those couple feuds, and the feud with Brock and everything. And he gets a pop every time.
I'm gonna take Nicholas.
My 7th pick will be the big dog Roman Reigns.
Why?
Why? Because money.
Yeah. I should have given you that fucking reason earlier. So you're going to say now. Why? Because money.
The money.
Money.
All right, so my number 7 is Lacey Evans.
Wow, look at you taking 2 females.
Well, who's Charlotte gonna feud with, herself?
What? Well, you could be a man and have intergender matches.
Could. Don't worry, I have a plan for the rest of the show.
Uh-huh. All right. Then, yeah, I'm looking. My 7th is going to be Shinsuke Nakamura.
Who did Izzy pick?
He took
Wait.
Lacey.
Yuck. No, he picked both Charlottes.
I'm telling
Hey.
you, I got a reason.
My 8th pick will be the tag team of Luke Harper and Rowan.
I almost did that.
Good tag team. I almost just took Harper.
I almost did that. Like that specifically right there.
So we still get points if they're in single matches, right?
Yeah,
Really?
I would think so. All right, Isbert.
For number 8, Nikki and Alexa.
Alexa Bliss.
Yep. And Nikki Cross as a tag team.
Yeah, it is.
So now I have my 4 that if they really wanted to, you can shuffle them up all over the place.
Yeah. Hey, Izzy and Shane. Don't you dare be sour and clap for your world famous
7
the
times.
New Day. I'm taking the New Day. It's obvious, right?
A little bit.
Yeah, I'm taking them. So now I got my tag team, plus I got 3 really good wrestlers. Alrighty. Number 9, Shane, you got 2 more.
9th pick, Chad Gable.
Shorty Gable, gotcha. Izzy.
For my 9th pick, I am taking Elias. I think he's a very effective heel, and he can be pushed pretty darn far.
Yeah. Alrighty. For my 9th, I'm going to take somebody that everybody's going to be like, how the fuck did we forget him? Ricochet.
Yeah.
Eh.
We're both like,
Really?
Yeah.
yeah.
He
Not
gets
impressed.
He gets completely over.
When you do the same flippy stuff anymore all the time, every Monday, every SmackDown, it's not impressive no more.
How many different moves does Baron Corbin do?
Lisa's
You had it right the first time.
Lisa's matches are entertaining.
Yeah, the first time boring.
Ricochet does the same stuff. Oh, suicide dive off the top rope. And that's the reason. They don't hype it up that Baron Corbin's good. They hype it up, Ricochet's a flippy guy. Cool. There's millions of flippy guys.
Baron Corbin does 3 moves, and that's it.
So does Edge.
He played the crowd better, though.
Oh, but still, you want to throw a fist about 3 moves. So did Edge.
Again, I'm gonna sit back and watch this.
Izzy, you grew up in an era of 3 moves.
Hey, don't bring me into your guys' argument.
Yeah,
I'm just
old man.
I'm just watching.
All right, last round.
Last round. It will be King Baron JK. I'm going with Samoa Joe. Because I believe Fox is going to pick his ass up.
Have you guys seen any reports on him? Because I know he broke his thumb. I don't know, and he hasn't been cleared, but he was starting to get a push, right? Before he broke it. He had the title and everything, I know that. But I hope he comes back soon. That's what I'm wondering, if you guys heard anything about that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Alrighty, Izzy. Last
Uh,
pick.
My last pick, I am going to do this simply for the points. Burn it down, bitches. I'm taking Seth Rollins.
I'm surprised he lasted that long.
Yeah, so am I.
I thought about it. I'm like, if we're going to add that to our points when we do our picks, he's on a push right now. And I think I know who you should take for your last pick just for the same reason.
For the points, I can't see myself, so tell me, can you see who I just wrote down in this spot right here?
Taz.
Taz, yes. And you had the last,
Yeah!
you had the last letter right. I'm taking the Miz. Is that who you were thinking?
No. Who took? Oh, Shane took him. Never mind.
Roman?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking the Miz. For that same reason, though, it's the Miz. He will capture at least 2 belts a year. He'll get in a title picture and he'll win matches. Because he's the Miz. So, that's why I'm taking him. So, I feel like we all, you can tell we all went through and we actually... I'm just going to take a second. So there's tag teams on here and everything. We have well over 30 people on this list that are fantastic wrestlers.
So that's the 30 that are going to be used tomorrow.
Yeah, you'd think. So I just want to know, why do you think that we aren't seeing people like, I don't know if Drew's hurt, Drew McIntyre, but I'm just going to go off a couple of other people. Drew and Buddy, Gable for a little bit. Andrade I haven't seen for a couple weeks. Cesaro's hit and miss. Rusev was MIA for a long time. Elias is MIA now. You get the same few people every fucking week. You kind of get bored. WWE, if anybody randomly listens to this podcast, you have a lot of fucking talent. Use it.
Well, they will now because we got 3 hours of fucking show and you're only sending 40 superstars to Raw.
I thought they were getting more than that. There's
there's going to be more considering that they're going to have their free agents.
Yeah, there's 20 picks this week or Friday, tomorrow?
Oh, 30.
30?
There's 70 superstars.
But are they going to do that stupid thing where they count commentators too?
More than 70.
No, they counted
71 picks.
71 picks.
And tag teams can be
together.
Raw gets 3 picks for every SmackDown's 2. Tag teams can be together. So they have. Let's see. Yeah, so 71 picks. I'm gonna do math on my phone because I don't know how to do math.
Let me tell the wife we're going to miss the movie because it's going to be a while.
Dixon's gonna burn down. Run.
I hate you both.
Well, while he's doing that,
even if it was a pick for a pick between the 71, there's still 35 people. So yeah, it's gonna be roughly 40 for the 3-hour show. That's still a shit ton of fucking people. They just need to make sure they use them.
Drew's going to come back either tomorrow night or Monday night.
I would hope so. Like, I would hope they're keeping a couple people out just for like, boom, we're doing the draft. Here's a big surprise.
In fact, he'll come back and possibly exact revenge for Shane McMahon against Kevin Owens.
Hey, can I change my can I change my last pick?
No.
I was gonna change it to John Morrison.
What if he doesn't come?
I would think he signed.
Well,
You're the one
then
that made a big deal out of it.
He tweeted that he's surprised that he even heard that he was signed.
Well, that's kind of
Shane asked what if he doesn't come. That means Austin didn't do his job right.
Huh?
Shane goes, "What if he doesn't come?" I go, "Then Austin didn't do his job right."
Oh, we know he doesn't do that right.
He is a beautiful man.
He was good on Survivor, and I will say he was my pick when he was on Survivor. I'm like, I'm going to go with John.
If you get to change your last
You're
pick,
aging yourself.
If you get to change your last pick, so do I.
No, I'm not changing my last pick to John Morrison.
That'd be funny if he comes and he wants the Intercontinental belt.
He fucking comes and takes the belt off Seth. All right.
It's just like, look at this beef.
God damn it. All right. So we all have really good people, though. But I just wanted to make a point. Like, there were people that we've picked that haven't been seen on TV for a minute. And hopefully with this draft, that helps that out. Because it really seems like they are going to do the full split roster now again.
Which is stupid, but it is what it is.
I like the split roster. For live events, you can do mixes and shit. But the split roster gives you a reason not to do what they've done, where, oh shit, we're getting the same thing the day after, or the 5 days after now, with SmackDown being on Fox. I like having to wait a week and everything, so. Alrighty. You guys have anything else to go?
Happy birthday to my wife, Christina. Whoop.
Happy birthday, Miss Izzy. Mrs. Izzy.
I shot her Facebook post on her page, so happy birthday already.
I do want to say to anyone that's listening that Mental Health Day, it's okay not to be okay. Always talk to your friends. Always be there for your friends and family, no matter what it's about, no matter what they have to talk to you about. A listening ear can save a life. So be good to others. If you're going to be bad, at least name it after me. But yes, take care of each other out there. Let's bring light to this dark world.
Hell yeah. And I know Shane is wearing the headband. He did put it on his Instagram. I don't know if he tweeted that as well. Green is the mental health awareness color, and this is the month for it, and today is the official day for mental health awareness. And it was funny when we got on, I noticed the color of his headband, and I realized why he was wearing it. I was like, oh, me and him are thinking alike, because I'm wearing my Have Hope, and on the back it says it is okay to not be okay, and that is something that really hits home for us. So definitely, exactly what Shane said. If you guys need help, reach out to somebody.
Even reach out to us. We'll keep it private, but if you feel comfortable talking to us, seriously, I'd rather listen to you 10 minutes than listen to a eulogy for 15. So please, be good to others, be good to yourself. Talk to somebody if you need to.
Yeah, you're never a bother to anybody. Like,
No.
if you need to talk about that and you think, oh, I don't want to bother with them with that, you're completely wrong.
Yes, hands down.
All right, everybody. So that is another episode of the Crimson Mask podcast. Next week we'll be back, and we're going to have some draft coverage. So, and we'll be talking about AEW and Raw, SmackDown, NXT, all the fun stuff. And we will let you guys know if you guys don't go follow Zala Live on Facebook or go to the show on Saturday. We'll let you know who won. So,
yes.
And then, Shane, I know you threw up on Facebook. Do you want to make that announcement now? Do you want to make them wait another?
Yes. In the next couple of weeks, we will be having not just one episode, but we be having 2 episodes released. One of them will be a special episode featuring guest, the old Coyote, the low life Christian Rose. And it was, these two both know that is one of my all-time favorite wrestlers of all time. He's just not a wrestler. He's a friend. He's a mentor. He's one of my heroes. He's helped me with my cerebral palsy. He's helped me with my mental health. So it's very, very great and a pleasure that he's coming on to this podcast. And it makes this podcast, it makes me a wrestling fan worth it. And it's going to be a great episode.
Oh, fuck yeah. I can't wait. He's a huge Jaws fan. We're going to talk Jaws for an hour. No, he's a great dude and a fantastic wrestler. If you guys haven't yet, definitely go just throw in his name, Christian Rose, on YouTube. watch some of his matches. I remember doing that back at my first indie show I ever went to after I saw him. Typed in his name, watched him first, John Morrison, in a cage match on YouTube. It was fucking sweet. So I know Shane's really excited. I'm really excited for that one as well. I don't know, Izzy, I don't think you haven't gotten to meet him because you haven't even been able to see him because he wasn't at that show. So,
Right.
And then later on this month, Shane and I, along with a couple other of our friends, Dayton and Liz, will be at Dreamwave for Dream On. So we'll have more to come on that also.
It's going to be good to be back home.
It's a fun fucking month of wrestling, dude. Alrighty. So thank you everybody for stopping by. We'll talk to you all next week. Bye.